What it is, guys, it is I Possess the Power, aka John, and welcome back to the channel. For you guys today, I have another Modern Warfare 3 Zombies guide for the Act 2 story mission Shepherd. In this one, we need to deploy to Neutralizer test site and successfully test the Neutralizer. Now, what you're going to notice with these story missions is that they are marked by an exfil with a star, and we need to make sure we're going to the right one. You see the top one here is called Extraction and the bottom one is called Shepherd. This is the tier 2 story mission, the Shepherd one. The top one is the Extraction, is the tier 1 story mission, and they stay on your map regardless if you finish them. So just make sure you guys are going to the right one. Head over there and call it in, and then jump on the helicopter like normal. Now what it's going to do is it's going to pull everybody from the Uzbekistan map into this new area, so you just want to make sure that everyone's ready and willing to help. And we're going to notice that this new area is orange, meaning it is a medium threat zone, and our first mission is going to be jumping off the helicopter before they get destroyed by these SAM turrets. Now with this being a medium threat area, we do want to make sure we have Pack-a-Punch at least level 2, as many players as we can get, a 3-plate vest, and preferably a big bag so you can carry a bunch of different stuff, which I'll be getting into later on in the video. And as we jump off on the beachhead, we need to be watching out for mines as we make our way over to our first objective, which is to destroy these SAM sites. Now on the way, just with the mines as well, we are going to be coming into a lot of resistance from the Merc forces, and we all know how strong these guys are, so just take your time as you move your way forward dealing with them. Also watching out for the sniper mercs over in the distance. As you see, I get one-shotted and lose all my plates, so we do want to be focusing them as more of a priority. Now as we move forward into the bottom of the building and clear that out, we're going to have 2 zip lines on either side that we need to take up to the roof of the building, where you're going to be greeted with, yes, even more mercs. Pretty much this first part of the mission is all merc enemies. This is why having a 3-plate is very vital, maybe even a 2-plate if you're good, because if you have one you pretty much just die instantly. So making our way further to where these SAM turrets are, a good thing to note is that these objective areas that we're working on to begin with have those Deadbolt Turrets, and this is where the large backpack comes in, because you can actually carry circuit mods, those circuit boards to power them, which helps out tremendously. So what you're seeing here is us placing the explosive onto these SAM sites. There are 2, one in each corner. My teammate was planting the other one, and you just need to stay up here for about 20 seconds before they explode. You see my teammates goes in the distance and then mine shortly after, and we're not getting a lot of resistance here because that Deadbolt turret is doing work, which is why they are very important. Now you see here, once we've destroyed the SAM sites, we need to make our way over to this flare here. This is going to drop in the Neutralizer via the ACV turrets or vehicle. Those are the escort contract vehicles, those little ones that we need to do in the main map. Pretty much this is what we're going to be doing in this. We're going to be escorting that to a certain location on the map. And this is another trick we use here, where you see we use the ammo mod variants for these turrets, which helps out a lot as well if you have them. However, if you don't, just the normal circuit boards do well. So heading over to the escort mission, the ACV, you're going to notice that we need to keep it alive, and it does have to go a fair bit away. So the most important thing here is keeping this turret alive, because if it does explode this vehicle, the mission will fail. So the best way to do that is to start utilizing those monkey bombs and only having one player on this vehicle to move it, and having another player kind of stay behind trying to keep the zombies off it, while the other person on the vehicle focuses the front and the side. The good thing with those Deadbolt turrets as well is, as you see the helicopter in front of me, this one's a little bit out of range, but it killed about 2 or 3 behind me, so like I can't kind of say how much more important those turrets really are for this mission. Now with this you will get armored zombies, normal zombies, mercs, manglers, mimics, disciples. They pretty much throw everything at you, and it's very chaotic for a long time. I like to use decoy grenades and monkey bombs to help out with this, but pretty much what we need to be doing is escorting this tank all the way to a certain location. So once the vehicle stops, we're going to activate the Neutralizer, and what that's going to do is it's going to power it up and give us a new objective where we now need to defend it. Now, as you can see, there is only 2 of us, and as soon as we saw this bad boy, we thought it was pretty much over. But the good thing with this guy is that he actually doesn't attack the vehicle, he only goes for the players. So what we like to do is have one person taking the aggro of him, while the other person focuses the turret. Now, we done this in a 2-man party, but I'm sure if you had more players, this would be a lot easier. We made this a lot more harder on ourselves than it needed to be. But pretty much this is where, if you had monkey bombs or decoy grenades to use, now would be a very good time. You only have to defend it for a minute, and I highly suggest using Ether Shroud if you have it, just so that if you need to revive your teammate, or kind of take the time to play it up so you can focus on keeping this tank alive, because you can see by the end here we only got it to 27%. However, you don't need to defend it for very long. But when the neutralizer has finished, you will get another prompt to activate it, and then pretty much that will be it, guys. The cutscene will play and the story mission is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment or subscribe. It all helps out the channel. Check out the top right hand corner for a link to my previous guide. I appreciate all of you guys. Keep it real, guys. Peace.
As you can see, the test was a success. The ether neutralizer destabilizes any Ethereum within its blast radius. What remains of the element rapidly decays into harmless isotopes. But that was raw, unprocessed Ethereum. The material in Zakhaev's vial is highly enriched. My projections show this weapons-grade Ethereum can withstand our prototype.
In other words, you failed. This was a waste of time and resources.
Not true. The principle has been proven. We just need to amplify the neutralizer and recalibrate its output.
And you can do that, can you?
Not quite. But Zakhaev obtained research written by the expert on Ethereum enrichment.
Strauss. Old mate of yours?
Friends are a luxury I can seldom afford.
Zakhaev stored Strauss's research in a vault. It'll be heavily guarded, but that research holds the key to upgrading the neutralizer.
We don't have time for this. Our focus should be Zakhaev himself.
And if we find him, then what? He unleashes his remaining vial and we have nothing to counter it.
Deadbolt might be able to hammer this thing hard enough to contain it. But if the objective is to end it, that neutralizes our best shot.
Fine. Get Strauss's data. See what Dr. Jansen can do with it.
Ava, what is wrong?
It's just a migraine.